Yes, it has. Uh, Unfortunately, this is not a right now. This is not a permanent comeback to regular streams, but so yeah. So basically, um, so last week was hell for me. uh, put short, put short. Uh, Last week I was very busy. I was very stressed out, but I got through it. I had to work multiple long shifts into the night. Unfortunately, I still have more to come, but we'll get through it. It's only for this month, thankfully. Yeah, so I just gotta get through this month. So I thought, 'tis the season. They have not brought the they haven't announced the next Snow Miku design competition, but I don't know. Recently, I've been in a little bit of a Snow Miku mood, so I'm gonna doodle a couple of those. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I didn't get killed by Black Friday, at least not physically. Mentally, I kind of, it was not the best, but yeah, we made it. It was very busy though. I could barely find a parking space. I got very lucky when I drove into work. Somebody else was like, somebody was like pulling out, and I was like, you know what? I'll take what I can get. And so it was not close to where I normally park, but it's better than having to park all the way in the end of the lot. I got as close to a street lamp as I could. That's Mama B's thing. She's always like, "You make sure you park near a street light." So I try to. I always call Mama B on my way home. So like, when I have to close late, I like call her on my walk to my car. That's nice. I'm not really sure what style I want to go for. I mean, obviously, I want these to be like kind of chibi. Make it easier to draw. Yeah, I'm like, ugh. I'm still kind of recollecting myself from that big week. Give her cute little eyes, cute smile. Yee. Oh, oh, look at that! Look at that! She's so cute. Thanksgiving, it was good for me. Um, had Auntie B came over, and we all had turkey and whatnot, the classic. And I had some pumpkin pie and some apple pie, which I love pie. Though unfortunately, it's kind of funny. The pumpkin pie, because Papa B made the pumpkin pie. So like the filling was very good, but the crust not so much. And the apple pie, the crust was very good, but the filling not so much. So I was like, man, if only we could just like swap the crusts. That would be perfect. All right. Wait, no, go away. Sorry. Clicking on stuff. I'm trying to just like get the chat up. There we go. Okay. Sorry if the screen like went blank for a second. Where were we? Oh yeah. So Thanksgiving. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It was just I was more focused on hello, welcome. I was more focused Thanksgiving on dealing with Black Friday. So I didn't really like I don't know. I feel like I didn't like get to enjoy the holiday as much. I was feeling very jealous of my past self because at this time, well, actually not anymore, but last around last week, 2 weeks ago, uh, this time of year last year, I was in Japan having a grand old time, not having to worry about working at Black Friday. So, it was a little it's a little bit different than what I was what I was feeling, you know. Well, that's the thing. I think the crust was like a pre-made crust. That's why it didn't taste very good. Or at least the type of crust that he got didn't taste very good. Cause like, uh, Papa B and I have made a number of pies together. I didn't make it this year because I was stressed out and working, but oh yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy to have had Thanksgiving off, even though I spent the whole holiday just like worrying. I did watch the K-pop Demon Hunter performance for the Thanksgiving Day parade. That was pretty cool. I get asked so much, and I feel really bad because like I know that that's like the it thing this year. I keep getting asked at work like, "Oh, do you guys sell K-pop Demon Hunter stuff?" And I have to be like, "No," because like because the thing is the thing that like parents don't realize is that so Netflix did not think that K-pop Demon Hunters was going to be the huge hit that it was. So when it ended up being a huge hit, they were like, "Oh crap, we gotta make stuff for this now." And so yeah, they weren't prepared, and so now it's like Christmas, and every little kid is like, "Oh, I want K-pop Demon Hunters," and there's like barely the only things that you can get are like t-shirts because t-shirts are easy to make. There's still like I don't know if the dolls have come out yet. Like I know that there's Mattel dolls, but I'm not sure if those are out yet, and if they are the place that I work at, we do not stock them. So Black Friday, it was pretty bad. I mean, obviously, it wasn't like compared to like Walmart back when like I don't know back when like the Wii came out or something, but like nobody got trampled to death or anything. But it was still pretty chaotic, especially because the place that I work at is very small, very cramped. So, but we had all hands on deck. Which I took for granted a lot our like extra seasonal help last year. That's true. That's true. Sony too. They are both not the best, but you know what? Especially when it comes to like animated properties. Mm, her body is tilting in a way I do not want it to be tilting. I'm referencing like her Nendoroid, which I do actually have this Nendoroid. I have the very first Snow Miku one. I have a number of the Snow Miku Nendoroids. I don't have all of them. That's the goal. I would like to have all of them one day. They're all really cute. I have, let's see. I have the 2010 one. I have 2012, 2015. I have 2022 and 2025. I think that's all of them. I don't think I'm forgetting any. I really want to get the 2018 one. She is so cute. She's like a little crane priestess. It's adorable. It sounds like a lot, but like when you look at the number, they've been making snow mikus since 2010. So like when you look at it like that, I don't have that many. I'm missing a number. Like I really want 2018, 2021, and 2014. I'm not sure how I want to do the skirt. I always have trouble with the skirts. Just give them like a few little pleats, maybe. At least I don't have to worry too much about like her arms, because you just draw big old sleeves and there you go. That's all you need. Yeah, honestly, I do kind of regret not getting the one for 2023. Cause so often sometimes I like to like take pictures of my Nendoroids. And so often in the winter time, we get like, where I live, we get such beautiful sunsets. And so like 2023 Snomiku, like her whole thing is that like she like paints the sky in the sunrise. That's why she's got like a big old paintbrush. And I'm like, man, it would be so nice to take pictures of her with the sunset and the snow. Oh well. Maybe one day. And I did pre-order because they re-released the 2013 one, so I did pre-order that. That's my goal. One day I'll have them all. I'm collecting them like infinity stones. And give her little legs. Her little leggies. Okay, I should make them a little bit longer. She looks like a dwarf cat. Or like, or no, what do they call the munchkin cats with the stubby little legs. I wanted to have stubby little legs, but not that stubby. Not that little. There we go. Cute. Oh, here's an idea. How about eyelashes? Eyelashes, yay or nay? Tough choice. I'm gonna go with yay. Alright, let's do her hair. Thankfully, I have drawing Miku's hair down to a science. That's what happens when you obsess over Vocaloids for over 10 years. The other ones might be a little bit of a challenge, but this one's easy peasy. There we go. Look at her. So cute. I even, so recently, so okay, I don't know, because I don't know how much of my audience is like really into cosplay that much. So, if you don't know, apparently, from what I've been told, oh, thank you so much for the donation. Hold on, I don't have my OBS turn on. Oh, thank you. Merry Christmas. So, okay, so if you didn't know, allegedly, one of the like best places to get like good cheap cosplays from is like Taobao, which if you don't know, Taobao is like, it's basically like Chinese eBay. It's crazy. China is so cracked when it comes to cosplay. You know, like there's there's good cosplayers all over the world, but China, they are like, they're so like next level when it comes to like, you know, cosplay, like makeup and whatnot. So I wanted to, you know, I wanted to see what all the hype was about. And it's true. They have so many listings. Now granted, I don't know how many of the listings that are cheap are like good quality. So I decided to put it to the test a little bit. So I tried to order once again. Like I said, I've been on a Snowmiku kick. I ordered this 2021 Snowmiku cosplay because I thought, oh, if I get that, then I can like wear it during the winter and whatnot, you know. Yeah, Chinese furries are crazy next level too. Japanese furries too. Like they have such really cute fursuits. You know, it's not something that I myself would want to buy, but you know, just on like a character design aspect, they're super cute. You know, I feel like people who like hate on furries for no good reason, like I don't know. I feel like you know, you can like and appreciate the craft and whatnot without being one yourself. Like I said, I'm an artist, so I respect the design. Anyways, getting off topic. Anyways, so I tried to order this Snowmiku cosplay, but man, you have to jump through so many freaking hoops to make an account on Taobao. So first, because this isn't the first time that I tried to like make an account on this website. Before, so it gave me, when I tried to sign up, it gave me like a captcha, right? No big deal. Normally, yeah. The problem is the captcha, like the directions, it gave me one of those where it gives you like 6 pictures and it tells you like click on the pictures with these things. You know those? It gave me that, but it was in Chinese. So I was like, I don't know what this says. And you know, I couldn't get Google Translate to like transcribe it for me because it had like one of those filters over the words. So I was like, crap, what do I do? So I gave up. And then I came back just now. Or not just that, like yesterday, you know, and I tried to do it again. And this time it was very simple. Now that I've learned more like kanji, cuz a lot of, you know, you guys all know that like Chinese and Japanese, they like share a lot of characters. Hello, welcome. So now that I know a little bit more Japanese characters, stop it. No, redo it, stupid thing. Sorry. I was able to translate it just enough to figure out what to click. And I made it through. But then I hit brick wall number 2 cuz it was asking me to provide like documentation. It was asking for like, yeah, I'm drawing snow mikus. So the website, it was asking me for like my ID, and like, I'm not Chinese, so I can't use my ID. And plus, on top of that, I'm not giving this website that I like barely know anything about my ID. It's probably it's probably the same amount of risk as like giving my ID to like YouTube or like regular eBay or what have you, but still, like I don't feel comfortable with just like giving my ID out on random websites. No matter how good the cosplays they have on there are. So I was like, well, crap, what do I do? And then I like thought to myself, maybe there's like a proxy service that will buy, like it'll like buy stuff for you. Cause that's what I do a lot of times, like when I shop on like Japanese Mercari and stuff. So that's what I did. I looked it up and I found one. I found a proxy site. I checked the ever reliable Reddit.com. And there were some mixed reviews, but like most of the like most of the negative things people said about it was just that like the shipping costs can be a little bit much, and that's with the tariffs now. I kind of expect that. I kind of expect that for like any site that's buying stuff from overseas. So yeah, so I bought it through them. Hopefully it'll go smooth, because I like I said, I have some experience with buying stuff through proxy sites. So I'm hoping that, everything will go well. Actually, I kind of want her pigtails longer. I want to exaggerate it a little bit. Mm-mm. I know, I hate it. One time I bought like a little $2 Zundamon keychain, and it made me pay like $15 in shipping. I was like, "Are you kidding me?" And it's like teeny tiny. It's not even. It doesn't like it weighs like almost nothing. It's very small. So I was like, "Why do I have to pay like more than double what I bought it for?" That's crazy. Yeah, that's why I'm going to Japan. Though unfortunately, they are allegedly making the yen stronger, and they're adding like more taxes. From what I've heard, they're adding more taxes to foreigners, which that sucks. Yes, it is Miku. It's Snow Miku. You just can't tell right now because it's not like colored in or anything. I don't have little snowflakes. Hold on. I can do it. Ooh, I hate drawing snowflakes though. Why did I do this? This was a bad idea. eh, 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 eh. It looks like a maple leaf. Well, it doesn't matter if I steal somebody's ID. They're gonna know that I'm not from around here. You're not from around here, are you, Deandra? I'm from Atchison, north of Topeka, west of the 71. Sorry, I know that first episode of Most Popular Girls in School like the back of my hand. Wow. See, look how big of a freaking canvas I got for this. I'm not playing around. Mm. That's pretty good. Hold on. I'm gonna cheat. Cause I don't want to redraw all that. That's exciting. I miss going on field trips. Nowadays, it's just called you're just going somewhere. Mm-mm-mm. You know, Uma Miku does sound pretty cute. It was funny today. I was watching the newest episode of Twisted Wonderland, and so the story it follows the guys in the Alice in Wonderland. I don't know what the dorm. I don't know what you call it. The that group, the Alice in Wonderland group, whatever you want to call it. I don't really pay attention to the names. They all have these weird long names. I don't pay attention enough. So it focuses on them, and so there's the background characters. They have these rabbit boys, and at first I thought that they were Uma Musume. I thought that they were horse boys. Cause they have the ears. The ears. They did not look like rabbit ears to me. I'm sorry. They looked like horse ears. Like the one guy he had long ears. They were like this. They literally looked like this, and so I was like, oh my gosh, he looks like Rice Shower. He's all ears. But alas, they were not horses. They were meant to be rabbits. I saw they had little bunny tails, so I was a little bit disappointed, not gonna lie. I mean, it wouldn't really make sense if they were horses. So there aren't really any horses in Alice in Wonderland, but you know, a girl can dream. I don't know. Are there any Cause I know that for for the Lion King group, they're all like lion cat boys. That obviously. And the Little Mermaid one, they're all fish boys, which is cool. I like that. I don't know. Are there any other? Are there any No, not really, cause all the horses are like good guys. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of evil Disney horses. I can't think of any. Cause you got I don't know. There's Belle's horse and Mulan's horse and the one from Tangled. Those are they're all good guys. So, darn. I guess we're not getting any horse boys. Oh well. Yeah, I can't really think of any of the villains that really had a horse. That was a central character or anything. Was it? I'm trying to. Was but that was the prince's horse, right? That's still a good guy. They just don't make it. They don't have any evil horses in Disney movies. Just gotta face the facts. They don't have any. He did. He had a horse. See, I don't even remember. I don't. Well, no animal is evil inherently. they're just animals, you know. Ah, pa pa pa. That's true. Mosquitoes are evil, but you know they don't count. They're not animals. They're hell spawns. Hornets are not as evil because sometimes they pollinate. Sometimes, very rarely, but sometimes. So, as much as I'm not a fan of them, any animal that pollinates can't be evil. I'm sorry. I'm kind of surprised that Twisted Wonderland doesn't have like a pirates group. Maybe it's because they have the Little Mermaid group. I'm thinking like, Captain Hook. Because they have like most of the classic. You know, they have most of the classic Disney villains, but not Captain Hook, which is a little bit surprising. A little bit. Now, killer bees, they still do pollinate sometimes. Because I think killer bees are actually like a type of hornet too, and they sometimes pollinate. So, unfortunately, yeah, all the bees still pollinate. Even like carpenter bees, even though they eat wood. For some reason I forgot the word wood. Even though they eat wood, they still, you know, they still pollinate sometimes. Mm, nah, you know what? I'm just gonna cheat. I'm just gonna cheat. I can do it for this one, because 2011 Snow Miku is basically just 2010 Snow Miku, but with gloves and a scarf. So I'm gonna cheat a teeny tiny little bit. Just a little bit. Hee 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 hee. We're gonna do a little bit of this. Yeah, look at her, happy. My favorite Disney villain? I don't know. That's a good question. Yeah, I had to think about that. The grandma from Encanto. 'Cause we need to hold old people accountable for their actions. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Yes, exactly. Exactly. 10 out of 10 best Disney villain death. You know what? You know what? I know it. I'm gonna say Goob. That's my pick from Meet the Robinsons. Or Yzma. I do really like Yzma too. That's one that I'm surprised they haven't added in Twisted Wonderland. Actually, no, I'm not. I take that back. I'm not surprised because Disney kind of doesn't want to pretend that Emperor's New Groove exists, even though it's one of their best movies. Sorry, it's definitely one of their funniest movies. Just because they made Chicken Little in the 2000s doesn't mean that they should just like ignore all the movies that they made in that era. That's not fair. It's better than Moana 2. Hot take. Whoa. But I kind of have to love Yzma because like it's Eartha Kitt. She's amazing. I'm trying to make sure that I'm doing the proportions right. You know what I should do? I should make like a little reference. Make a little torso reference so that everything's like the same proportions. The thing I've also been rewatching lately, you're gonna, well, I don't know how you're all gonna feel about this. I've been rewatching Steven Universe lately. Yeah, I just finished watching the movie. You might be surprised, but back in the day, I used to be a huge Steven Universe fan. Like when I was in like middle school, I was like way into it. No, I won't do the arms because they all don't have the same thing. Yeah, I was super into it. I don't think I ever really like made OCs for it, but I was pretty heavy into it. No, I never got the mobile games because they like you had to pay money for them, and I didn't really want to ask my parents to pay for a mobile game. The proportions look a little weird when you draw them out like that, but it looks cute when it's like fully clothed. I remember getting so hyped when they finally like they went to Homeworld and everything. And I remember like making jokes and stuff with my friends who were also super into it. I even had like I had like a little like jar of gems that like appeared in the show. It's like even before the show came out, I've always been a huge like gemstone girly. I still am. Like I would go to at like the state fair and stuff when they would have like those like panning for gemstones things. I don't know if that's like a common thing, but for those who don't know, like there's like a little like game thing where you like you buy like a bag of like dirt that'll have like gemstones in it, and then you put it in a little tray, and then you rinse out all the dirt so just the gemstones are there. Dang it, stop doing that. So like yeah, I would do that a lot. My favorite gemstone? Well, no, because my favorite gemstone is not in the show. My favorite was is peacock ore. I used to get it a lot. I'm also a big fan of like angel aura. Even though you know, because Blythe is also a big gemstone girly. And she tells me that they are like overpriced crap. I don't care. It looks shiny and pretty, and it makes me happy. So yeah, I like it. But neither of those are in the show. My favorite character, you know, nowadays I'd probably say I do really like Peridot. I'm a little bit biased because Peridot is my birthstone. She's just really funny. Yeah, I like the silly little ways that she says things. Like I really like my new favorite underrated quote from her is like the episode where they go to the amusement park, and she wants the little alien. Yeah, I love when she calls people clods. So like so when they're like at the amusement park, and she wants a little like alien plushie. She's like, its bulbous head swollen with thoughts. I'm like, yeah, me too. I am also swollen with thoughts. I don't know, that phrasing really just tickled me. I like it a lot. I'm gonna start saying that whenever I have a lot on my mind. Like, my head is swollen with thoughts. Yes, yes. Miku is also. Her head is also bulbously swollen with thoughts. You know, this is very off topic, but I miss so when I was in high school one year, I took this like film class, and so one of the projects my teacher had us do was like make a story and like tell it using like only photographs. I did not do a very good job. Mine was very abstract. So I did it was around the time when like the backrooms was just like, you know, when that was like getting its start and it was getting like super popular. So I made up a story that was like based around some like cosmic entity wanting to like destroy the earth, and like one person trying to convince it not to. So what I did was, you know, me and Papa B, we went around town and like took like liminal space pictures at night. So like I took a picture that was like you know, it was in my neighborhood during the sunset. And then we took one that was like in the mall, and this was also like kind of during COVID times, so you know that's when you get like the really good liminal space vibes. And so like I did not get a very good score on it because I one of the requirements was that you had to be in at least like half of the pictures that you took, and I technically I did do that. I was in half of the pictures. I was just like very far off in the distance, like very obscured. Like there was one we took like in a stairwell, and so like my feet were just like barely visible. But she didn't say, the thing is, she didn't say how much of you had to be in the picture. She just said you had to be in it. And so technically I was in the pictures. But yeah, unfortunately she could not see me in most of the pictures and therefore assumed that I was not in them. Oh well, you know what? It's the thought that counts. But I I really seriously regret I deleted those pictures from my phone because I was like, oh, well, they're on my school account now, and I didn't think that they would delete. For some reason, I didn't think that they would delete the school account after I graduated from high school. But they did, and they deleted all the pictures alongside it, so, you know, I kind of. It sucks. Because I really liked some of those pictures. Yeah, I see. That's what I should have done. I should have just been like, see, there's that one, there's that one. I'm taking the picture. No, she meant like you had to be like on screen, you know. Whatever. The thought was there. And like I really missed the picture of like the playground at night cuz it was also like snowy. So you had like the snow on the playground. It's like I don't know, there's something about like pictures of playgrounds at night that I just really like the vibe of. I don't know what it is. It's just like, some of my favorite kinds of liminal space pictures are like at playgrounds or like water parks with nobody in them. I just like those. I don't know. I don't know the psychology. No, it wouldn't be the same. It wouldn't be the same. It's one of those things. It's like a childhood photograph. You just you can't recreate that. Plus, I don't live in the same house, so I've since long moved out of that neighborhood, and I don't think that they would appreciate me. I don't think that people that live there now would appreciate me coming and taking pictures in front of their house. I mean, it wasn't pictures of my house. It was just in front of it. It was of the neighborhood. Still, they'd probably be like, "What is this lady doing in front of our house?" Yeah, it's more about the memories than it is like the pictures themselves. But that's okay. Because I remember them. They're in my brain, so that's all that matters. Yeah, that could be it. We did get a picture. Well, it wasn't at a water park. It was at a rec center. It's at a rec center that had like a pool and water slides. Like we came in, we went in there at like almost closing time, and so there was nobody in there. It was just me and Papa B, and then like one of the lifeguards, and we were like, we're not here to swim, you know, obviously because we're fully clothed. We just want to take pictures. Is that all right? And they were like, yeah, sure. Though I kind of don't really like those ones because they're not nostalgic to me. So that rec center, when I was a kid, I used to go there for like swim lessons. And they used to have it like it was already kind of like a liminal space. Is the way that they had the whole place decorated. It was like they tried to make it sort of like foresty. So where the water slides were, they had the like beams holding it up painted to like kind of look like trees, and then they had these like big, I don't know if they were like cement or something, but they had these like big fake clouds strung up on the ceiling. And everything was like painted in like a kind of like earthy tone, like browns and greens and whatnot. So I was really looking forward to like taking pictures of that place like that. But when we had gotten there, they had painted everything like rainbow colors. And so, you know, I didn't really like that one as much because it was not nostalgic to me anymore. I don't have nostalgia for the rainbow colored slides, you know? Like, don't get me wrong, I like rainbows and everything. It's just, you know, it wasn't the ideal. That's okay. I think that's a lot of the whole like, you know, the whole vibe of liminal spaces is just like the nostalgia. It's a very powerful, very painful emotion, at least for me. Though I talked to Papa B about this once, and he said like, you know, it's good if you feel sad. If you feel sad when you're feeling nostalgic, that just means you had a good childhood. And I was like, that's a good way to look at it. I like thinking about it like that. Does it make me sad? Yes, but it's a nice way to think about it. Mm-mm. Ugh, what am I thinking? That foot looks awful. Come on, I can do better than that. Okay. Bah! Sorry, hiccup. Mm-mm-mm. Does that look better? Not really. Ugh. Why is this foot, like, so hard to draw? You know what? It's fine for now. This is just a rough draft anyways. Doesn't need to be perfect. Though I do want it to be a little bit bigger. Ugh. I really don't want to go to work tomorrow. I'm tired. I just want to draw. Mm. Yeah, I get TikToks that are like that sometimes where it's like stuff that you forgot from your childhood. But it's usually not really stuff that I've really forgotten. And they'll put like pillow pets, Littlest Pet Shop. Like I haven't forgotten about those. Obviously, because I just mentioned them. I still have my pillow pet and Littlest Pet Shops. I don't know where my Littlest Pet Shops are, but I know that I still have them. I think they're in my attic. It's probably where my Monster High dolls are too. Yeah, I'm a little bit cranky about work because I didn't get I had to work on one of my days off. But it's fine. One of my coworkers was traveling for Thanksgiving, so you know what? You know what? It's fine. How dare you want to go see your family during the holidays? Ugh, some people. Unbelievable. It's okay. I'll be getting a day off and then some when I go to Japan. So that's what I keep telling myself. I'm like, you know what? I'm working all these like long and extra shifts. Just means I'll have earned my trip to Japan. Exactly, exactly. And I'm making more money for the trip. So yeah. Oh, don't say that. Don't say it's like Toy Story. It'll make me feel bad. I have a very important PSA for everybody. Uh, don't trust YouTuber sponsorships. Okay, I have I can't tell you the specifics of this story because of who may or may not be watching right now. But so basically, I wanted to purchase a specific item that I had seen a YouTuber talk about for a certain parental figure of mine for Christmas. And so I bought it, and when I went to check it was on sale cuz it was Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all that. So I go to check out and everything's fine, and then like as soon as I'm like ready to like pay for it and everything, I get like a pop-up that was like, "Oh, get this thing that you bought like X% off." And I was like, "Yeah, sure. Okay." So I clicked on it thinking that it was cuz it's the item that I was buying. It didn't really disclose what the pop-up was. There was just like pay now button and then decline button. So I was like, okay, yeah, thinking that this was just like a discount. I clicked pay now. So what did it do? It did not well, it wasn't like a pop-up. It was just like the screen after when I was like checking out and everything. But so what did it do? It added the same item to my order, and there was no way for me to like cancel it or remove that item. So now I have to wait for it. I have to wait for it to come in so that I can return it. So yeah, don't be like me. Don't end up like me, kids. Don't trust YouTube sponsorships. If that's it, probably might be like something like that, but it did not advertise it that way. The wording of it was very vague. And like I said, the two options were not very, they were very misleading. So, yeah, don't don't trust YouTube sponsorships. Now this thing that I ordered better dang darn work or I'm going to be pretty upset. But yay, now we have two Mikus. How about that? I think we have time for at least one more. Maybe we'll do one or two more. People, people, people. Oh man, why is the picture so tiny? Picture on here so small. Yeah, she does. She does that. Like I said, the 2011 one, she just has like earmuffs, mittens, and a scarf. That's that's all that they changed about her. 2012 is when they start like actually, like starting to change stuff up. I think they didn't start doing the like contest until 2015. I think. I could be wrong. They could have started it later. It's like 2014, 2015, something like that. I think it's 2015 though. No. Let's not. Don't select the pigtail. Okay. Blink. You think anyone will notice that I just copy and pasted the head 3 times? Yeah, I don't know why my parents get surprised when I like buy Christmas presents for them. It's like you buy Christmas presents for me, like. I have my own money. I can let me get presents for you. Like I know my Mama V, she gets mad. She gets mad whenever I like get like more expensive Christmas presents. I'm like, you get me expensive Christmas presents like all the time. They got me a scale figure for Christmas one year. That's like $100. Actually, a couple years they got me scale figures. Like, you're gonna get me expensive gifts and then tell me that I can't get an expensive gift for you, and it's not even like that expensive. At least not comparatively. Mama V's just humble that way. Ugh. I shouldn't. I shouldn't have deleted the other mouth. Oh, come back. I want to keep that. Mm-mm. Like, am I not allowed to give you something for, appreciation for all that you do for me? Come on now. I know. I love them too. I love Mama B and Papa B too. That's why I get them Christmas presents. No, stop. I hate when I do that. I hate when I'm trying to like zoom out and like undo stuff. Stop doing that. Okay. I need the base. Come here. No, not you. Come here, come here. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. You might be onto something with that. Okay. All right. So this is where we start to see a little bit of change in our friend Snowmiku here. Okay. I just wish that the picture they had weren't so tiny. I have to shrimp in order to like get a closer look at it. Bleh. There. Now we're getting somewhere. I will say this is definitely where the Snowmiku outfits start to look actually like cozy and suitable for winter. Cuz the last two were just like her regular outfit but but like silver. Granted, the 2011 Snowmiku at least had a scarf and mittens, but that's not helping too much, I don't think. Ugh. It's starting to get like anxiety. Bleh. Oh yeah, and good news. I'm sure a lot of you will be happy to hear this. I'm finally going to see my therapist again after so long, longer than I would have liked. But I don't know. There seems to be like some sort of communication issue going on between our phones. I don't get why. We both have iPhones, so like it shouldn't be it shouldn't be like reacting like this just like all of a sudden. Maybe, oh, you know what it might be? Well, no, I don't think it is that. I was thinking it might be because I haven't updated my phone in a long time. But like I text Mama B and Papa B all the time and they both have iPhones and I have a couple of like coworkers that also both have iPhones. So and like I text them just fine. So I don't know why my therapist's phone would be a problem. I don't know, it's a mystery. So like I just texted her through Mama B's phone. It's like she texted me. I was like, "Hey, do you wanna have a talk sometime?" It's like I would, but like I don't know if you'll see my message. I mean, I think that's fair, but like I've already had Apple products for so long. No, I don't have her blocked, because if I had her blocked, then I wouldn't be getting any messages from her either. And it would give you like a little message thing, I think, if you tried to text them. Or maybe that's only on Discord. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Or like it wouldn't. No, that's the thing. It wouldn't go through. That's what it is. On Discord, it like gives you a message that like your message can't go through, and then like if you block somebody on an iPhone, then it just like the message won't go through. But my messages go through. It's just for some reason on her end they don't appear. I have no idea why. And like I said, it wasn't like this before. It's a mystery. Does she have a bow on the back of her outfit? I'm gonna have to take a look at that. I think she does. I'm trying to remember. This is one of the ones that I like have the Nendoroid of. I just can't remember if she has a bow on the back of her top. Yeah, like I've tried to like, look up online what could cause that. Like all the answers I get are like, make sure your phone is connected to Wi-Fi. It's like that's not the problem. I can guarantee you that is not the problem. I know that I have Wi-Fi. But I mean, I'll be seeing her soon, so maybe after our meeting can be like, let's see if we can figure this out. I yes. Hold on, I'm gonna sneeze. Ah, sorry. I am excited for Christmas. I don't know. I have no idea really what my parents are getting me. Besides like a few things. Like I know Mama B has got me this raincoat for when we go to Japan. I know that cuz she wanted me to try it on. But like other than that, you know. Ah, man, that's what I should have asked. I should have asked for like a crimping iron. Cause I keep on telling myself, oh yeah, I'll get a crimping iron eventually. Like once I get my Ia wig or my replacement Ia wig, I'll get a crimping iron, and then I never do. Thank you. That's what I should have asked for. Oh well. I know. I will be perfectly content with whatever my family gets me for Christmas. I will be very happy and grateful. Yeah. And I know after this, Mama B's gonna come to me. She's gonna be like, "Why do you want a crimping iron? You don't crimp your hair." Like, I know. It's for my wigs. Cause like, so what crimping does for wigs? So you don't like leave it like crimped, you know. You crimp it and then you like brush it out, and so what it does is it reduces the shininess of the wig, and it can make it look a lot fuller, and also it reduces the like tangling, which especially for my Ia my Ia cosplay Man, oh man, I need all the help I can get when it comes to that thing not tangling. It is so long. The wig is almost as big as I am. It's like longer than my torso. Oh, wait, no, wrong one. Favorite Christmas memory? Oh man. Oof. I gotta think about that. I don't know. I mean, really, my favorite Christmas memories are just like all the traditions that I do with my family. You know, like decorating Christmas cookies. I love doing that. I love doing like, you know, you guys know, you've seen my past, the Christmas, the cookies of Christmas past, I should say. Oh, that's another story I gotta tell you guys about. So, like, you know, I love getting crazier and crazier with them every year. I used to, when I was younger, I used to make them like normal cutout sugar cookies. But now I go crazy. I just make whatever comes to mind. One of my favorites was I got this like I picked out this one that was like huge. It was just like ridiculously big, and then I put like the smallest little like smiley face on it with icing. Oh my gosh, that cracked me up so hard. Sorry I hit my mic there for a second. I was laughing so hard about that. And I also love every year when we have like bows, like, you know, one of the like little sticky bows. We always like put it on our on the heads of our pets, what have you. I love doing that. It doesn't hurt them or anything. They're barely sticky. So you just like stick them on and then they immediately fall off. But it looks cute for the moment that it's on them. I know the cats hate it. They're like, get this off of me. Because, you know, they're cats. The dogs are a little bit more tolerant, but my cats are not. Oh yeah, we get a lot of like Christmas lights. We're not super crazy with the decorations. Our neighbors are. Our neighbors can get pretty crazy with their decorations. Yeah, that's another thing. I like driving around the neighborhoods and seeing all the lights. Which that reminds me, I got a story to tell you guys. So, so last Saturday, me and my friend and a couple of her family members, we all went out to see like a live performance of A Christmas Carol, and you know it was very well done. You know, the actors were very good. Some of the British accents were a little bit forced, but you know, I am not one to judge my British accents. All my accents are very forced. That's how you know I'm acting. But overall, they were very good, and I liked the effects that they had with they did a lot of work with like screens. There was one effect that I thought was really cool where they had like this sheet. It was like a mirror, but they had like a sheet, and so they would like go through the mirror that would like lead them into Christmas past and whatnot. And so they had like the projection only on that mirror. I was like, wow, that's cool. But there was like another projection on in the background. And I was like, that's pretty cool. I like how they did that. However, thank you. I'm very proud of my Applejack. You know, gravy. That's a reference a very small portion of people will get. So the one thing that was kind of dragged the show down a bit, which was no fault of of their own. There was a freaking little toddler sitting directly behind us that would not shut up the entire show. Oh my goodness. Like, I'm sorry, if you can't control your child in a public setting, don't bring them. Especially like a theater, be a regular theater or a movie theater or like a library, just any place where you're supposed to be still and quiet. If you have a kid that has trouble with being still and being quiet and you don't know how to deal with them, don't bring them, cuz it just ruins the experience for everybody else. Like, this kid was like whispering the whole time, and like they dropped a bunch of candy all over the floor. It's true. No, not all kids behave like that, and I don't blame the toddler, because it's a toddler, it doesn't know any better. I blame the parents, because like a lot of times, I heard once or twice the parent like shushed the child, but the kid didn't care. The kid kept on like babbling in the background. So and the parents didn't do anything about it. I know, if I was behaving like that, if I was that age, and I was talking during a show, my parents would be like, "Be quiet right now, or we're leaving." Like, they would not tolerate that. And even like my friend's mom, who I was with, she was giving the family like dirty looks. I was like, I don't blame you. They need to. You gotta teach your kids to behave in public. I'm sorry. You gotta teach your kid that, when you're in the theater, you need to be quiet. And you need to be still. And not kicking people's seats, which, oh yeah, by the way, they were kicking on my seat sometimes. It just sucks you out of the performance, you know? Yeah, exactly, exactly. Like, I hate permissive parents. Gentle parenting is one thing. Permissive parenting, no, can't stand that. If you're a permissive parent, you're just setting your kid up for a hard life in the future. And on top of that, I wore my fancy white coat that I got when I was in Japan to to the show. And somebody, I'm not sure who, I don't know if it was the people behind us or people that were passing us to get to their seat. It was somebody who had a drink, which I don't like that the theater that we went to allows you to have drinks in the theater. Like, because they sell, like, I think they do like themed drinks at their events, which, that's fine and all. But you shouldn't allow people to bring like food and drink into the theater. Like, that's that. And this is exactly why, because somebody once like spilt somebody spilled, it was only a couple drops, but somebody got like a couple drops of like red liquid on my expensive white coat, and I had to go, and like when I got home I had to like try to wipe it off. thankfully it didn't stain or anything, but like, what if my coat, it's not, but like, what if it was like, like way more expensive, and it got stained. I was like, my coat's not, it's not like a mink coat or anything, but it was expensive. It was like $100, I think, like 80, 100, something like that. It was expensive, and I got it all the way in Japan. I can't like, it's not like I can just like go and buy another one. Yeah, exactly. If your kid can't behave in a public setting, just take them out. And I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, we should ban children from being on airport or being on airplanes and like being at this place, that place, the other place. Cuz like that, I don't think that's the solution. I don't think the solution to permissive parenting is to just ban children from everything. Kids deserve to have like their own place in society. And because if you just like ban children from all these places, they're never gonna learn. They're never gonna learn how to behave. We need to put more on the parents to like really teach their children how to behave. And I just like I picked my coat up and I was like, what the heck? Because it was like wet. I guess because Mama B and Papa B, they went to a different show not too long ago, and they said that like somebody like spilled their drink all down the aisle. It's just like, this wouldn't be an issue if you just like didn't allow people to have drinks in the theater. Because when maybe I missed the message, but when I go to a theater, I'm dressing nicely. I don't know. Oh yeah, me too. I'm glad they didn't get blood. I don't know. I feel like I would be kind of concerned if I like picked up my coat and there was blood on it. For multiple reasons, I'd be like, did that come from me? I'd be like, did that come from me? Did that come from somebody else? Like, whose blood is this? Yeah, I'm not anti-child. I don't want to have kids myself, but like I said, I think kids should be allowed public space. I think that we should bring back like, stores for like preteens, like the Justice Store and whatnot. I don't think that kids should be shopping at like Sephora or like Ulta Beauty. I absolutely hate seeing the little like preschool kids doing like get ready with me, and they put on like a full face of makeup. They're like 6 years old. You should not be like worrying about your parents and doing your makeup with like real makeup at 6 years old. Like when I was that age, my parents, they got me little like practice makeup and like washable nail polish. But that's not the same as like taking your kid to Sephora and like, getting them like retinol. All these products that they do not need and is going to damage their skin in the long run because they don't need it. I hate seeing that, and I know I'm not the only one. And then on top of that, they're posting it online for like just the worst kind of people to see. Because you be honest. When you think, okay, serious note, when you think of like child influencer, who do you think that's appealing to? Honest, serious question. Who do you think that's appealing to? Because let me tell you, it's not little kids. Little kids are not looking to other little kids for influencer. I'm just saying, it's appealing to an audience that it should not be appealing to, that nobody should be appealing to. And I fear for the future of kids who are put in that situation. Little kids influencers is like Mr. Beast, you know? I just don't think little kids should be like going on social media. I know I started out on YouTube when I was very young, but in my defense, I was making content for me. I was making up little when the content that I was producing when I was like 7 to 8 years old on YouTube was like, I wasn't trying to attract an audience. I was just trying to like make up little stories with like my webkins and littlest pet shops. I didn't care who was watching it. And on top of that, I had my parents who were like monitoring all the, doing all the moderating stuff. I know a lot of parents do run these like kids influencer accounts, but like I wasn't trying to be an influencer when I was 7 to 8 years old. I was just a little girl. I was just a little girl wanting to play with my toys. Yeah, it feels, it all just feels very wrong to me. And I just wish that like TikTok and other social media applications would like crack down harder on these accounts. Especially the ones who know exactly the kind of audience that they are attracting. Absolutely disgusting. Whoa, we're changing the game. Sorry, drastic subject change. We're switching it up a little bit. This time, her head's facing the other way. Wow. Yeah, pretty much. Same with like family vloggers. I don't trust family vloggers. At least not ones that make like their family the center of their content. Like I know there's like it's like I know Mama B watches this one YouTuber who like they film videos with their family, but their videos aren't about their family. They do like arcade games, like they do like claw games, things like that. So like the claw games is their content, not their family. Like their family's there, but but also I think like I could be wrong. I think their child is like in college now, so it's not so bad. Mommy used to be absolutely obsessed with this channel. They like, cause it was before we went to Japan, and so like, see, they used to like they lived in Japan for a time, so like she'd be like watching that and being like, oh man, look at the stuff that they have at the claw games in Japan. Thank you for the donation. Hold on. I can read it. I can read it this time. match the no. Oh yes, I have seen that. I have seen that trend. Oh gosh, I forget. Mine was. Oh yes, yes. I remember. I remember. Mine is. I was very pleased. My birthday Nendoroid is Ryuko Matoi from Kill la Kill. It's the one where she's in her senketsu. I was like, oh, good. I got lesbian icon Matoi Ryuko. She is to me. Her weapon is a scissor, okay? Like I'm just saying. I'm just saying the subtext is there. Yeah, this will be the last Snow Miku, I think. Oh, this one's gonna be a little bit hard. She's got a bunch of like tiny little snowflakes. That's okay though. I think I have a snowflake brush on Clip Studio at this point if I wanna. I know I have a snowflake one on here. And we get some very drastic design changes for 2013 Snow Miku. I do like this one. This design has layers. Okay, so first of all, her outfit is like it's like a traditional like Japanese wedding dress, which is very cute. But on top of that, she's themed to be a strawberry mochi. And this kind of strawberry mochi, I believe, I could be wrong. I think it's like a particular one that you get during like the winter seasons. And then on top of that, it's meant to look like the little snow bunnies. I don't know if you guys have seen like the like snow bunny. They have them a lot in like anime where it's like, hold on, I could draw it. It's like they're like shaped like this, and then they use like little leaves as the ears, like that, like that. So it's got layers. It's got layers. I need this thing to come back. No, dang it! I'm too used to Clip Studio paints. Oh, I'm gonna have to turn her head a little bit. There we go. Ugh, hiccup. Hello, welcome. Yeah, I like when the snow mikus have like lore to them, you know? Like the 2023 one that I discussed previously. Yeah, exactly. I think the strawberry cake one makes more sense for her since it's strawberry mochi. I did have strawberry mochi once when I was in Japan. Like I had the one where it like actually has like a strawberry in it. It was good. Very good strawberry. Though I kind of want to try when I go back or an ogre. When I go back to Japan, I want to try there's like a pastry shop in Tokyo Station where they make their desserts look like they make it look like I like regular like everyday items. Like they have like a cake that looks like a purse, you know. It looks pretty good. I kind of want to try it just for the texture. I want to know what the textures feel like. I forget what the store is called. I saw it on like a YouTube short. No, not a tornado. Nah, her thing is just that she just paints like the like day and night sky, or not day and night, the sunrise sunset, that thing. Yeah, pretty much. It's kind of like that. That sort of thing. That always makes me think of the of that video that Weird Al did, where he was like, "Is it real or cake?" And then at the end, he did his arm and was like sawing into it. He was like, "Yep, it's real. It's real." There's like blood coming out. Classic Weird Al. I really wish that I got to see him at the one convention I was at. The line for him was very long, as expected. Oh wow, wasn't meant to be. Now, there's another convention that's coming up this weekend that I unfortunately cannot attend, even though all my friends are gonna be there. All my convention friends, all my 3 convention friends are gonna be there, and I can't go. Oh well. I am needed at work because we are very understaffed this year. Which I cannot believe. Hopefully it won't be for too much longer because somebody today took a picture of our like help wanted sign. So I'm really hoping. I know Papa B was trying to like get one of my cousins who I have never met. He was trying to get one of my cousins to like to work at the place that I work at. But like I don't know cuz like I don't know anything about her. So like I don't know if she would be a good fit. Is to work at the place that I work at, you have to have, let's just say you have to have a certain skill set that not everybody has, and that's okay. But we need as much help as we can get, and we want to make the training process very simple. So if they already have like knowledge of what to do, then that's already half the battle. It's mostly because of like tariffs and stuff. The place that I work at, like we have to deal with a lot of like foreign merchandise, let's say. So it's like because we're dealing with foreign merchandise, we have to pay extra due to tariffs, and so whereas before we used to have like 5 or 6 employees, now we're just down to 4 because our boss can't hire anybody else because of budget, which really sucks for us. And like when I asked the person who like makes our schedules about like having that time off, she was like, if it was any other time besides the holidays, I would say absolutely. But since it's the holidays, and I was like, it's okay. I totally understand. And besides, it's not like a convention that like we're like super like gung ho about going to every year. It's more of one cuz it's not like I don't know. It's not like your regular convention. It's more about just like meeting celebrities and whatnot. And I don't tend to know many of the celebrities. Obviously, last year they had Weird Al, so like of course I knew Weird Al. But like a lot of the people they have are like anime voice actors, and you guys know me. I don't really watch dubbed anime. No hate. I respect any and all voice actors that are not AI. Yes, I did hear about the banana fish dub. It's very sad. It's very embarrassing. For Amazon. It's embarrassing for Amazon. But I'm not super familiar. Sometimes, if the voice actor has done work in like other like TV shows that I have seen. Like I know the guy that voices Itadori and JJK, the English dub, also voices the guy from Star Versus. I know how to speak, I swear. So like, I knew him more from that cuz it's an American cartoon, so I watched it in English. You know. Well, like it's not even just anime that I do that for. I like to watch any foreign media in their native language. Like, I watch Miraculous Ladybug in French. That one I really like watching it in French. It makes it feel more like it's in Paris, you know? It's like watching Ratatouille in French. It just really makes you feel like you're in Paris, you know? I'm kidding. I never watched Ratatouille in French. Though I do like those videos where it's like Disney princesses in their native language. I do think that's cool. It's an interesting way to view things. Sorry, hiccup. Oh, that is a very good skill set. But I don't know. I don't know. It's just like job market's been hard for everyone. Everything. Even if you're already employed. Clearly, since I'm struggling with not having enough people working. Okay, this dress might be a tiny bit difficult, maybe. But I'm determined. I think I can do it. Little kimono dress. Just gotta do it one layer at a time. I've been watching recently I've gotten into this one like Chinese web series. It's called Fei Zai. It's really cute. It feels like to me it feels like a mix between like it feels like a mix between a Gretzko and like Chinese mythology. You know what? However you want to consume the shows that you watch, that's your business. As long as you're not watching that horrible AI dub of Banana Fish. Don't let do not let Amazon get away with it. Okay? Nobody watch it. No hate watching. Hate watchers are still watchers. At this point, that's my stance. As long as you are consuming human-made art, that's all that matters. Good! They better be, because they're terrible. It literally sounds like they just put it into a text-to-speech generator, and we're like, alright, there we go. Work's done. It's awful. No. I don't read comics in their original language. I would if I could. It would be cool. But unfortunately, I don't have the power to read every single language in the world. That's okay. I like to read. I like to read in general, so, you know. Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I have heard that it has a very sad ending. I think from what I've heard, I don't know if this is true or not, but I've heard that like the anime's ending is like different than the manga's ending. I don't know if that's true or not. That's just what I've heard. It might just be cope from people who are sad. I don't blame them if that's the case. Ugh. Umbrella. Man. I hate drawing umbrellas. They're so hard. I say that when I gave one of my VTubers an umbrella, and I had to draw it, and it was hard. And then I had to rig it. Oh well, I faked it till I made it. Made it. Yeah. Oh, that's like way off. That is so way off. Yeah, Farron's it's pretty good. So it's about the main character. She's like this kitsune girl, or I guess because it's in China, she'd be Hulijin. I think that's how you say that. I think that's right. Basically Chinese kitsune. And so she works an office job with like a bunch of other like Chinese mythological figures. So like there's my personal favorite character so far is the Moon Rabbit girl. She's just so cute. I love her outfits. You know, maybe I'll cheat a little bit. Give her like a tiny umbrella. It looks like a mushroom right now. It is a little bit mushroom-like. It's almost like a ginkgo leaf. That's good enough, I think. Have her little leaf. Mm. think I fear I was correct. It looked like her lower half was kind of shifting a little bit. So I'm gonna cheat just a tiny, teensy tiny little bit. All right. Well, there we go. We got 4. Oh, that's what the rabbit boys in Twisted Wonderland say. They go umapyon. What do they do in the office? Oh, I don't freaking know. They kind of just do whatever. They're very, very, very short episodes. It's like it's almost like it's like a vignette sort of series. So it'll be like 5 shorts that last like a minute, and then it's like a 5-minute episode. So you get like 5 little shorts. But it's interesting. I like it. And also, the theme song is sung by Lo Chanyi, the Chinese Vocaloid. So I think that's really cool. It warms my vocal synth loving heart. Ooh, oh my gosh. My knuckles cracked like crazy. That was loud. Yeah, it's a cute series. And I like the animation. It's very fluid. Which is always a plus. Oh, was it really that loud? Oh my goodness. See, that's what happens. That's what happens when you draw for like 2 hours straight. Alright, well. With that being said, I think I'm gonna end things off here. But this was nice. I'll probably maybe tomorrow or something I'll continue with some more. Actually, I want to really quickly. I don't like how this kimono is looking. Just want to fix that really quick. That's better. I'll fix it later. Yeah. Well, that will be it for me. Thank you everybody for joining in, and I'll see you all next time. Have a beautiful day. Bye.